Hey guys, this is Mylandah. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. So, let's get started. I'm not really sure what this game is about though, so yeah, let's go. I just know that there's a lot of endings to this, and there's a lot of things that you can do. Oh, click.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Aw, how nice.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay, so we can move now. What can we do? We have a door. We are employee 427. We have pens and pencils. We can't take anything, can we? No. We can... Can we close the door? Can we? Oh, we can. Let's close the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
I'm locked.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What? What? Okay, what just happened? Is that... What? Okay, I do not get that. But, okay. Can I interact with anything?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, well, maybe we should follow the rules, I guess. Don't really know what's happening, but,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There's a computer here. Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I like this narrative. Anyway, let's follow what he's telling us. I think it's this way, right? Well, let's follow the path.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I kind of want to not do what he tells me, but let's do it. Oh, the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright, let's check out this room though. Do not alter without consultation. Consulting whiteboard manager. Who the hell's a whiteboard manager? We have a manager for whiteboards already? Oh, everyone is unique. Let's take a look at this. What's this? Post review. You need less. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts needs to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenager. Okay. Work hard. Work harder. Hard worker. Throw something in the idea bin. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're the shit, I can't read it. What are your dreams for the future? Radio talk? Mitosis? Okay. Clear skin? Metamorphosis? Talk less? Okay, I'm sorry. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion, no expectation of promotion. How to solve a dispute with coworker? Let the ball up inside you. Take out passive shit using.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
Yes.
This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I love you too. Everyone is unique. Alright. Now more slides. Charts and slides and slides. Great. What's else? What else? Come on, let's go back. Right. I need to finish reading it. Come on. Rate of increase in graph. Stop. Please, no more. Boss appreciation minute worksheet. Circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Yep. This one I'm okay. Okay, next slide. Come on. If you've ever find yourself blah blah blah. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. Okay. Spring break, pollution, hope, transcend, plant life. What does that even mean? A boat. My future dream is a boat. Lunch. That's good. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Alright. I think I'm done with this room. Last one here. Target. Who moved my desk? Nobody cares. Alright, let's get out of here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay. Sure. I'll do what you say right now. I'm going up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Which way? That's the bathroom. Okay. I hate how they close the door behind me. It makes me so nervous.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Damn.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2 845. But of course, Stanley could, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, something opened? What? Where? There? Oh, this is kind of cool. Let's check everything else. Anything else to touch? No. Yeah. I don't like the sound of this. I am... Okay. Where am I going, narrative man? In here? Okay. Is that the... Oh, no, wait. It's loading. It's loading. I thought it ended.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, what's happening? Do we have a flashlight? I'm slightly afraid of areas like
Stanley
this.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Alright, let's go in. I'm following the rules. I think, okay. Yes. Why did they have to close the door behind me every time? Oh god. What is this? Ideas?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is beautiful. Am I supposed to press it again? Okay, no, I'm supposed to go here. Okay. Well, let's press this.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh, fire!
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is making me dizzy. Oh my god. Does this even do anything? Okay, let's go. This is making me dizzy. Yes. Nothing. Let's press this. Let's get out of here.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What's happening?
No. He refused to believe it.
Okay.
He couldn't accept it.
All right.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I refuse to be a puppet.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Which one? What am I... Mind control offline. They're all offline. Oh, maybe it's this. Interesting. I don't know. Am I supposed to press off or on?
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Off.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Okay.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Shit.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Two.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
My God,
but
3.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yes.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
Goodbye.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Oh, no.
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
Alright, let's watch it.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every
it.
second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I'm dead. Hello? Oh, I am dead. I am back. Well, let's get back to that point again and actually press the right button this time. Let's turn it off.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's different every time, I see. Okay, well, let's have some calming New Age music. Yeah, okay.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
All right.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
All right, I will do it this time. Okay, what? Hello? Okay. Now what?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won!
Oh.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
All right.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yes, I'm happy finally. Or Stanley is. Alright, now what? Okay, that's the end. Again. And now we are back. We are back! Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here today. That's I'm not sure how many endings that was, but apparently this game has quite a lot of endings. And I think I did 3, maybe. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and let me know if you guys want to see more endings. I can try to figure them out, I guess. Or maybe you guys can let me know how to find the ending. Maybe you can tell me what to do. Haha, I'll follow your narrative instead of that guy's. How about that? It was fun. I kind of enjoyed it. The narrator is great. It gives me a bit of motion sickness though. I can't play this game for too long, but it's okay. Maybe 1 or 2 endings, it's okay for me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye.